You're going to look at a budget this year that runs about $121 million. That's a little bit higher than what we've seen in the past, and we'll show you why. We're looking at $800,000 in new growth that we were able to capture this year. We think that's a good improvement. 5.2% in local receipts. There's a lot of activity in local receipts right now. We potentially expect to see a little bit of a bump in that in this coming year, but the current year, we know we're at about 5.2, so with the World Cup and a couple of other things that we're seeing, we may see this go slightly higher in the next year. We do have a structural deficit in the health insurance line. Right now, we're tracking around $1.7 million. We're forecasting that to land around $2 million by the end of the year. That's not just something that's happening at North Attleboro, that's across the Commonwealth. We have $4.18 million, almost $4.2 million this year that will hit the tax roll starting in January. We've already borrowed $70 million for the high school project. That's going to be breaking ground in June. It will start showing up into the tax bills in January. We are monitoring and looking at some market volatility, particularly around fluctuations in oil prices. I can tell you we're seeing this firsthand today. When you're plowing snow, and using a lot of extra fuel, it all adds up. We're also continuing to see some of the tariff impacts on some of our capital programs and purchases. We do think that there will be continued over the next year some fluctuations in that, but I think we're in a good position to handle it. Some of the economic indicators, again, that housing really drove the new growth. We're not seeing a lot of commercial or industrial development here in town. The average single home landed at $626,633. That's up almost $70,000 from the previous year. The recent blizzard showed that natural hazards will continue to happen here in North Attleboro. We've had flooding, we've had major storms, major blizzards. I just don't know in the future FEMA organization if they're going to be as responsive as they were in the past. And if that is a gap, then we need to take measures at the local level to prepare the community to handle and deal with and recover from any major disaster. The best way that we can do that is to become EMAP accredited, Emergency Management Accredited Program. This is the snapshot for what we're looking at, and I give you a 3-year, 25, 26, and then this year for 27. So what you'll see in the FY27 is $121,014,415 in the budget. So that's the working number that we'll have. You'll see up there under the total tax levy in the plus or minus change, an additional $6.8 million. That's a 9.2% increase in the levy from the previous year. But let me explain why that's so high. That includes the amount for the debt exclusion. The debt exclusion accounts for $4.1 million of that 6.8. So that 9.2, if you stripped out the debt exclusion, let's say we didn't do it or we weren't building this, we'd probably be at around 3.6% on the tax levy. Holding at 4% for the schools, again, our largest single department expense, and it's up $2 million from the previous year. Crossing guards going up $5,000, and then transportation 7.7%. That's contractual obligation. We're able to support those two items and the school's budget at 4%. At time. The superintendent and I are in current discussions, but a slightly larger increase, a minimum amount. I'm looking to find the money to do that, around $30,000. We're working that, and we'll have that. I think we're on a very stable, solid ground when it comes to our financial position. Right, we have strong reserves, right, and we're seeing consistent revenue growth. I think our AA positive credit rating is safe. It's in a good position, and I think all the actions that we're taking are holding that up and giving us the ability to, when we do borrow, at lower rates. We're going to lean on free cash and capital stabilization, right, and we're going to use that to minimally borrow. We're going to be a municipality that can say we are PFAS free. And we're also working on getting money to ensure that all of our firefighters have PFAS-free gear. Commitment to level service and making sure that everything we said we were doing, we're going to do. This budget that I've presented you tonight allows us to execute the budget in the next year.